You can have him, you know.
What?
Steve. I don't want him. He's a total willy.
Wally.
No, Willy.
What would I want him for? He's all yours.
No way, Jose. I have found the perfect man.
Hi. So, is that the mystery man?
You betcha, my own personal hunk.
So you won't tell me what he looks like, how old he is, or what he does for a living?
Why do you want to know?
Just curious. She's been very secretive. But come tomorrow, I think I'll be able to tell you everything.
Ah, only if you want to. It's not the end of the world if you feel like keeping it to yourself.
Come on in, Kirsty.
You'd be good for Kirsty.
Oh, she'll be perfect.
Just like you. Bye, sweetie.
Goodbye, Daddy.
See you guys.
Bye. He's been working so hard. He's out half the nights of the week. Cliff just says you've got to take advantage of every opportunity that comes along.
Oh, I bet he does.
And he's great with the kids. He's really sincere. So what do you reckon, Stuart? Does he exist, or is he just a figment of my imagination?
Oh, no, he's real, all right.
OK, Michael, moving on. The two faces that we want to front this campaign. What I'd like to do is to interview every staff member, get an idea of their personality, their appearance, what they're giving out.
Giving out?
The sort of message that they're sending. And then we match the faces to the image that you want to project in this advertisement.
Oh, Jenny, you remember Andrea?
Of course I do. Hi.
Can we have some coffee, please?
Sure. Staff roster.
Yes, well, I can assure you of total cooperation from all the staff. We're quite excited about it, actually.
Terrific. Now, product image. Let me just run a few concepts past you. How do you feel about keen, commanding, capable, that sort of thing?
Well, we are talking about a medical centre, not a range of power tools.
Right,
I think I'd relate better to words like caring, efficient, friendly. Actually, I've just had an idea. Jenny, do you think we should have a few drinks, a little celebration to announce the two faces?
If you like, Michael.
Tomorrow afternoon? Will you have made a decision by then?
Yeah. I'll arrange it.
Andrea, about the selection, would you say that as director of the clinic, I should...
Well, let's just have a look at everyone before we really decide. Mind you, you do have a commanding profile.
I didn't think you were coming home till tomorrow.
No. I changed my mind. Oh, but don't let that disturb any plans you might have had for this evening.
Oh, as if. I've been bored out of my tree the last few days. It's great to see you. So, how was Tikawiti?
Much the same as when I left.
And your mum and dad?
Fine, fine.
Hey, where's the chops?
Oh, what?
Oh, didn't your dad give you a side of lamb?
Oh, I didn't bother.
I missed you.
It's only been a few days.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
It's not coming back here, is it? Bad memories of Philip?
No. You know, sometimes I've wished that we would really have a flat that was our own place, not just yours.
Mine? I can't walk in here without treading on a stuffed animal. I can't find anything in the kitchen anymore.
And I don't even know I'm going to find somebody sleeping in my bed.
Not this thing with Mags again. I thought I explained that. Look, why don't I send out for a pizza and we can turn the lights off and maybe light a few candles?
I've already eaten. I'm not hungry. I'm just tired. I want to go to bed.
Come on, Holly, it's time to go to bed now.
No.
Come on.
No.
Please.
Okay.
I'll come and tuck you in a minute. Isn't she adorable? Kids' minds are really open at that age. Did I tell you how good Cliff is with them?
Several times. Kirsty, don't you think Cliff's a bit strange?
What?
Well, perhaps he's just after a babysitter.
That is a horrible thing to say. You don't even know him.
How well do you know him?
Well enough to know he's just the kind of guy who gets serious about.
You're crazy. You don't want to get settled with kids at your age?
I am not getting settled with anything. I don't know what you're so shocked about. You get valuable insights going out with an older man, and besides, we're in tune with each other, cosmically speaking.
You're not seriously thinking about moving in and setting up house or...
No! I think we should live in the country. We could have chickens and pet lambs, and Cliff could go off to his office every day.
Whoa, who would have thought that would turn into McKenna?
Who's baby?
Don't you recognise your boss, Jen?
Really?
Yep.
What a cutie.
Oh, cute little bottom.
There you go.
What's this?
Oh, that advertising woman, Andrea Cotter, she wants to interview everyone today for her campaign.
Great.
And there'll be a few drinks in the staff room this afternoon to announce the two who've been chosen.
I'll be there like a rat up a drain pipe.
So will I.
No, you two. That'll be the day.
Why not?
Camera never lies, Jackie.
Yeah, that's my point.
What about you, Miss Burton? You gonna bring along your tap dancing shoes?
I beg your pardon.
This advertising campaign, they're all falling over themselves to get in the picture.
Oh, grief.
How are you going to roster staff when they're all off being interviewed? You really should talk to McKenna about this.
Well, it is only one day. I suppose we could work around it.
Why should we work around it? What do you think A&E stands for? Advertising and exposure?
Look, let's just try and do the best we can under the circumstances, all right?
Strange.
Yeah. Usually she'd be straight into McKenna's office, guns blazing.
Great morning, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Stop and smell the flowers, Dr. Ropata. More coffee?
Well, I'm not sure. Is that what you've been drinking? What's the cause of all this joy and flower sniffing?
Great date last night.
Oh.
He's one of those men who make you feel like you're the only woman in the world. Stuart, did you find anything more about Kirsty's boyfriend? Is he rich, good-looking? What sort of a car does he drive?
Well, he's pretty average.
Oh, well, you did see him, didn't you?
Yeah, briefly.
So he does exist then? Oh, is he good-looking? What's his name? What? He's a total spunk or something? Is that why Kirsty's keeping him all to herself?
No, he's a creep.
A creep? Why?
I can't say, okay, but believe me, he's a creep.
Poor Kirsty. Just tell me his name.
I can't. No, we didn't get introduced properly.
Some spy you turned out to be. Well, if you don't want to, I can't force you.
Good.
I'll just have to find out from Kirsty myself. Perfectly simple question. Did you have any visitors? Melanie, perhaps, or Max?
Well, can't you even trust me for a few days?
Why shouldn't I be worried, Chris? Your ex-girlfriend's turning up out of the blue?
Alison, I told you, Melanie is ancient history and Mags is just a friend.
Must have crammed your style a bit, huh? She's probably used to seeing more of you while she's in town.
Not really.
Perhaps you should have taken her out for dinner or something. Nice cosy meal just for two.
Yeah, perhaps I should have. Then at least you'd have a genuine reason for carrying on like this. If we don't hurry up, we're going to be late.
Now, Shortland Street Clinic. Show me what that means to you. Thank you.
Hi there. Remember me?
Dr. Warner, isn't it?
Chris.
Hi.
Look, don't let me interrupt. I was just passing through.
I hope you've got time for a photo.
Oh, well, if you insist. Which would you prefer, warm and caring or a devil-may-care young surgeon?
Why not both?
I guess you got a pretty good idea of what you're looking for.
I'm always open to persuasion.
You'll want someone who can project, I imagine.
And how's your projection?
Oh.
Maybe I could just have you over here by the wall.
Sure.
Excuse me, could you just clear this shot? Thanks. Oh, that's lovely.
Now can we do some work?
Oh, Dr. Fleming, do you have time for a photo?
I'm sorry, I'm far too busy.
Dr. McKenna did assure me of everyone's cooperation on this.
Come on, Meredith. Give us the face that launched 1,000 bedpans.
Thank you, that was very nice.
Great.
finished already.
What?
Your interview in Mugshot.
Oh, that means it'll be my turn soon. Keep your eye on things, will you, Jackie?
It's got everyone running around like headless chooks. Still, even Mudge has got a better chance than I have being part here. So what did you say? In your interview.
I didn't get interviewed. The photography cow was too busy making eyes at Chris to worry about what I was up to.
Oh, are you still fighting?
No.
Come on.
Sort of.
Tell Auntie Jackie.
Well, it's just that I happen to know that Chris had lunch last week with an old girlfriend and he never mentioned it to me. I've given him every opportunity to.
So why didn't you just ask him straight out?
Because I think that he'd lie. And I couldn't stand that, Jackie. I'm bitchy enough as it is.
So what are you doing about it? Making him account for where he is every minute of every day? Giving him the third degree about all his old girlfriends? Ellie, that's the worst thing you could do. Believe me, been there, done that, and it doesn't work. Look, both of you are under a lot of pressure lately. I mean, working together as well as living together. You're in each other's pockets the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
And Chris is used to being free to come and go as he pleases. He's that sort of guy. He probably just needs a bit of time to get used to it.
Yeah. You know, up here I know you're right. But here, I don't know.
So you reckon he's no good, this new boyfriend of Kirsty's?
Are you kidding? The guy's a creep.
Oh, you know him, do you?
Yeah, I met him once. That was enough.
Ah.
Yeah, I've got to find a way of making her understand. You know, she's got to drop him.
Well, what you want to do is show her she's got other options. Other fish in the sea. How will she know if that fish in question doesn't swim up to her, eh?
Yeah, but how should I tell her, you know? I mean, I've got to make her understand her boyfriend's a rat.
Well, all's fair, I suppose, but why don't you just tell her you're concerned about her? That you've got her best interest at heart. In fact, you could write it on a card and send it with flowers.
Flowers? What good's that going to be?
Well, in my day, it did a lot of good. Back when your mother and I were courting,
You're talking about me again, are you? Nothing bad, I hope.
Sorry, Marge, boys talk.
Yeah, I better be back to school. Thanks for the advice, Dad.
Anytime, son, anytime.
See you, Mum.
Bye, love. Well, at least you two are getting on better.
Wanted advice about his love life.
What love life? He hasn't got one, as far as I know.
Kirsty.
That was all a misunderstanding.
Oh, no, it's not. He's carrying a torch for her that would get him in the Olympics.
You mean under all that?
He's as keen as mustard now this new boyfriend's on the scene. Asking me about ways of getting rid of him so he can have a clear field.
Why am I always the last to know? And I'm his mother.
Oh, make sure you get the warm, friendly smile. It's a real hit with the patients.
Don't worry, I couldn't miss it.
You see, warmth. That's the key word in my job. When someone's life is hanging by a thread and yours is the only face they see, can you reassure them? Will they trust you?
And do they?
Well, hey, you know, you've either got it or you haven't. And I think the public's tired of all these blonde bimbos.
I don't think that's very good. Could you try something else, maybe?
Sure. I think the public's tired of all these blonde bimbos. You know, I read that in a magazine the other day. What they're looking for now is the boy next door look. That's the face of the 90s.
And that's you, is it? The boy next door?
Well, no, I'm flexible. I'm flexible. Look, you'd be amazed. I could be a doctor. No, just make a stethoscope around my face and there you go. Hey, presto, you'd be asking me about your verrucas in no time.
Ah, Miss Cotter, if it's all right with you, may I collect my doctor now? We just happen to have a patient bleeding to death out there, you understand.
Yeah, just finished, Miss Burton.
Okay, I kind of like to think of myself as a sort of a Michael J. Fox, but taller. Huh?
Mills!
On my way, Miss Burton.
Actually, Miss Burton.
No!
Mrs. Williams, please report to reception. Mrs. Williams, please report to reception.
Hi.
Hi, have you got a minute?
For you, a minute and a half.
I've been thinking, Chris. I've been crowding you a bit over the past few weeks.
What?
Well, living together, working together, we're hardly ever out of each other's sight. Anyone would forgive you for getting bored.
I'm not bored. Look, Ellie, has this got something to do with Mags? 'Cause
No, listen, Chris. I'm really grateful for the way that you stood beside me throughout this whole thing with Philip. But I don't expect you to constantly be there now that this is all over.
But I want to be there for you.
And I need my independence too.
Your independence.
We need a bit of space.
So what, you want to move out of the flat?
No. We just need to get out separately. Live our own lives, loosen the ties a little.
Okay, fine, if that's what you want.
It is. Oh, I better go. I've got a patient.
What's this I hear about a new boyfriend?
Oh, did Stuart tell you?
Sort of. But I'm afraid Stuart doesn't seem to have much time for him.
He only met him for 2 minutes. I don't know how he's supposed to know what he's like.
Oh, Stuart's not malicious. You know that, Kirsty. I'm sure he must have his reasons.
I don't see what it's got to do with him in the first place. What else has he been saying?
Oh, well, I probably shouldn't say. You know how upset Stuart was with me last time.
Huh?
Oh, when he thought I was interfering with his personal life?
His personal life? You mean he's jealous? Is that what you're trying to say?
Kirsty, it's more than my life is worth to say another word. Besides, I think Stuart's the one you should be talking to about this, don't you?
Michael, I realise you're acting in the best interests of the clinic, but there's hardly any work being done. I've got nurses disappearing left, right and centre, leaving patients stranded while they rush off to check their makeup.
Steve Mills again. Look, Andrea will be finished by the end of the day. Then she'll have made the selection of the 2 people for the campaign. No more disruption. Can you just hang on till then?
I suppose so, Dr. McKenna. Oh, by the way, I rescued this from the staff room notice board.
What is it?
I recognised the bottom.
Oh, my... My mother. It's not funny.
Come in. Michael, Andrea Cotter's here to see you.
Oh, thanks, Jenny. Send her in. Carrie, don't go. I'd like you in
Oh,
on
look,
this.
if it's all the same to you.
Well, the interviews are complete.
Good, now we can all get back to normal.
I've selected the 2 candidates.
What, already? Well, I hope you gave everyone an equal look in.
Absolutely, but in the end I decided to focus on the people in authority. Strong figures with leadership qualities.
Oh, well,
That's why I've chosen these 2. They've got it all. And they look great together too.
Oh, another boring night for me at home, I suppose. At least I'll be able to finish that jersey I started knitting.
So it really is all over with Luke then?
Yeah, I wouldn't go with him again ever.
Hey, Jackie. Why don't we go out tonight and find you a new boyfriend?
You and me?
Sure.
But what about Chris?
He can find his own boyfriend. No, he won't mind, Jackie. I told you we're giving each other a bit of room to move from now on.
Okay, then it's a deal.
All right.
Provided I get to keep what we find.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi.
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 Well, I better get going, I suppose. Don't want Burton after me.
Alison.
Hey, Jackie's looking for a new boyfriend, so I said I'd take her out tonight.
Where?
Oh, I don't know, probably around some of the clubs. She'll be a laugh.
Look, I was thinking about what you said.
Why don't you give Martin a call?
Martin?
Yeah, he's been trying to get you out for ages. Do you good to see some of your old mates, don't you think?
Yeah, I suppose.
Good. Then I won't have to worry about you being a little lonesome at home.
Whoops. Sorry. Carry on. Don't mind me. Just do it.
I better get going. Are you sure you don't mind babysitting this evening?
Of course not. I'm looking forward to it.
What would I do without you? You're very special. Bye.
Middle of the afternoon. That's going for it a bit, isn't it?
Not when you're in love, but that's not something I'd expect you to understand, Steve.
Pretty serious, is it?
Yep.
I mean, you're not mad at Kirsty anymore?
No, we kind of made up.
Oh, cool. Hey, why don't you guys all come around for dinner one night? You can bring along the lover boy over there and maybe Wayne, my new flatmate, would be a good match for Kirsty. He's really nice. At least I think he is.
It sounds great, but you're a bit behind the times, Steve. Kirsty's already got herself a new boyfriend.
Who is he?
Well, that's the big mystery. She hasn't told anybody, not even me.
Her?
But I tell you what, that dinner would be the perfect opportunity to find out.
Where is everyone?
Oh, there's a bit of a do in the staff room, and as usual, guess who's to mind shop?
Okay, if Dad wakes up, tell him I'll be back later on, okay?
Stuart. You and I are friends, and I realise it might be difficult for you, but I'd really like it if you didn't go around making nasty comments about Cliff behind my back.
Look, Kirsty, I can't tell you why I don't like Cliff, but he's wrong for you, okay? You got to believe me on this.
I know why you don't like Cliff.
You do?
Yes, and I don't mind that you're jealous, but it doesn't give you the right to try and break up my relationships by spreading gossip and criticism.
I'm not jealous.
Stuart, your own mother so much has told me.
Oh, what would she know? Listen, I'm not jealous of you and Cliff. That is ridiculous. It's probably the most stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Then what are you getting so worked up about?
Who would want you in their photo?
What are you talking about? Look at this.
What, your double chin?
No, my classical good looks.
Chris, get another mirror. Your one's cracked.
I don't know, Doc. I reckon Chris has got the looks of a movie star.
Hey.
What do you reckon, Jackie?
Dracula or Frankenstein's monster?
Boom, boom. Do I think good lines or what? Oh, I'm only joshing, Doc. You and me on the ad? I reckon we'd have them flocking and...
Yeah. Oh, no, one of them should definitely be a woman. Mature woman. Motherly, nurturing.
Can you believe this? They all seem to think it's Hollywood. All right, people.
There we go.
I'd just like to thank everyone for their cooperation and patience on
No
this.
worries.
Or nearly everyone. And if we could, we'd put you all in the ad.
Yeah, right.
The campaign itself will promote Shortland Street Accident and Emergency Centre as a place where caring, friendly and efficient staff are there to help you if you're sick or in need.
Must be thinking somewhere else.
Our two main people need to reflect this image. And I'd like to call on Dr. McKenna to announce the two people who've been chosen.
Please. My mother, my hairdresser, my next door neighbour, and my golden retriever.
Now, be quiet, Stephen. Just listen.
Is it me? Lately I lost it since I think that I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another place, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see Shortland Street.
This program was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand on air.